Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dave's Adventure with Cancer. This is episode number 3, and important updates I've got to share with you. So call the neighbors, wake the kids. It's an extravaganza you will not want to miss. Before we get too far, I want to thank this week's sponsor, Mama Joe's Catfish and Karate Studio. That's right, you heard it right. You can come for a fried catfish platter and leave with a black belt. You know what Mama Joe says, if you can break a board, you can have all you can eat hush puppies. And ladies, don't forget Tuesday night is all you can eat and sparring night. Bring your appetite and of course your mouthpiece. So that's Mama Joe's Catfish and Karate Studio. All right, on to the latest. Started my first week of treatment, and that started out with a combination day of chemo plus radiation. They like to start you out with both of those to start out with. So I have chemo 1 day a week. I have radiation 5 days a week. So as far as radiation, it's a very unique situation for a throat and mouth type cancer. They create this mask that they press over your face, and it is specifically designed for your face. I had to go in and have it made before we even started, and then they once the mask is made and you start your treatments, they clip it down. It has clips to this gurney, and this machine goes around your head a couple of times. It takes about 15 minutes, but you're not going anywhere when they clip you down, so that takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too terribly bad. And like I said, it only takes about 15 minutes and you're done. So eventually I've been told that that will create some issues with swallowing and other things as the radiation starts affecting the mouth itself, the throat, and causing some issues with that. So I'm prepared for that, but that hasn't happened yet. That, from what I've read, that's usually we're usually getting into probably past week 3. So hopefully it'll be a little while longer, and maybe it won't be too terrible for me at all. The chemo, now that's a different story. That's not a quick situation. That's basically almost an all-day thing. They set you up. They want to do the chemo before the radiation on the chemo radiation days, because they say that the chemo will help the radiation. So it's about 2 hours of being hooked to an IV for liquids, and then they change that out after the 2 hours and get the liquids into you to medicine to keep you kind of from being nauseated, and also a steroid. There's 2 different types. One's 30 minutes, the other one's 30 minutes. So that's another hour, and then the chemo's an hour. So you're looking at almost 4 hours there, and then of course you go to radiation. And also we meet with the doctor on that day, the chemo doctor. So it's a pretty long day. The day after chemo, I felt fine. Up until Wednesday, I felt, fantastic. But a lot of people told me, said, it's the day after your chemo treatment or the day after that you kind of start feeling it. And boy, did I. I guess it was about about Thursday morning around 2 a.m. It said hello. So luckily they've given me some pretty good meds for nausea and things of that nature. But it was kind of like a light switch. It's just all of a sudden you just had no energy, and you were kind of sick to your stomach, and it was a very strange feeling. I do feel a little bit better today, but yesterday was kind of rough. So that's where we are on that. But I met with the radiation doctor yesterday, and he said that was normal for everything. And that's about it. I have completed the first week of treatment. I couldn't be any happier about that. It's went off without a hitch. The people there are extremely nice, and they are extremely, it's 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no waiting around. I mean, they're on it. They have. If you got any questions, I met with a nutritionist, and she was great. The nurses have been great, so they've all been fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased with that. So that's about all I have today. I do again appreciate everybody kind of joining me on this journey. All the thoughts and prayers and the encouragement have been fantastic, and I'm hoping that the next time you see me, I still am able to communicate like I am now, and that maybe things will not be too bad as far as treatment. But again, everything they've told me as far as treatment and everything, I think November the 3rd will be my last treatment, and about 3 weeks after that, they'll give me another PET scan, and they expect it to be gone. So I can't beat that. So we'll keep you updated on that. Look forward to episode 4 probably coming into next week. And until then, y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. But I stand tall, and I won't back down. With cancer. Sit, Pancake, sit. Good dog.